Hi, this is Robert Frezza for Modern Frequency. We're here with none other than Matt Mason. How are you today?
Good, doing great.
So you had a rough upbringing as far as what I read online. What was it like, moving around all the time? And did you get your inspiration from, where'd you get your inspiration to get into music?
Well, my parents were musicians. They played in like some heavy Christian metal bands growing up. And then my uncle, who my tattoos on my arms are for, was murdered actually when I was 5. And he was a drummer. And he left me a drum set. And so I started playing drums. And then around like 15 is when I started playing guitar and writing songs.
Okay. The title of your EPs and albums are kind of death themed. Why is that?
I don't know. I just kind of have always been drawn to that kind of art style and just the thought of, death and life and how important, life is. And, yeah.
You said you play guitar as well, right?
Yeah.
Who were your inspirations growing up, music-wise?
Well, I couldn't. My parents wouldn't let me listen to unchristian music until I was like 15.
Is that right?
So I pretty much dug really deep into like finding the Christian bands that I like. So I listened to a lot of like Relient K and Switchfoot and things like that. And then once I finally got out of that, I started listening to a lot of like Coldplay and just different alternative bands. And then I started getting into like Johnny Cash and The Doors, and Jeff Buckley is a big one. And my favorite writer is Andy Hull from a band called Manchester Orchestra.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, how do you tackle the recording and writing process? What goes first? What comes first?
I write pretty much everything first, and then I take it to my producer, James Flanagan, who produces all of my stuff. And we just kind of work it out, different instruments and what we want to do. Spend like 2 weeks in the studio just, fleshing out different songs and yeah.
Cool. That's a good, easy process. Sounds like.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part? Writing, recording, touring?
I love it all, but I love writing. It's kind of all goes hand in hand because when I'm on tour, I get really stressed and I get to like go back to a hotel room or wherever I'm staying and decompress and write and yeah.
You recently opened for Bishop Briggs.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? Did you meet her? Did she give you any advice? Did you give her any advice?
We didn't talk too much, but she and her crew are like the nicest people ever, and opening for her was so dope because we also share a lot of the same fans.
Okay.
Like we're related artists, and I made a ton of new fans too. But we didn't get to speak that much, but every time we did, she was really nice, and she shouted me out on social media like every single night, which was, she doesn't have to do that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You are going on tour to Bonnaroo this summer, is that correct?
Yep, we're doing Bonnaroo, we're doing Forecastle, Lollapalooza, Sloss Fest, and Bottle Rock.
How does that feel? Because you're going to be opening up for a lot of cool people, a lot of big names.
Yeah, it's crazy. The biggest one for me is, like I said, Andy Hull from Manchester Orchestra it's one of my like biggest inspirations, and I'm playing 2 festivals with him, which is just like crazy. If somebody would have said that when I was 17, I would have been like, no way, but yeah.
And here you are.
Here I am.
What is next for you? Because you have the album out right now, is that correct?
EP, second EP.
EP.
Next is going to be an album, TBD. We're still working on it, producing it, and yeah.
Awesome. So looking forward to it and looking forward to so much more coming from you. And I really dig your musical style and all that. It's really neat. It kind of reminds me of John Mayer a little bit.
I'll take it. Yeah, thanks.
All right, that's cool. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And this is Modern Frequency signing out. This is Robert Frezza. Thank you. Bye.